Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for coming by your visit. Today we're going to be talking about the fragrances that I have burned in the last, I think, 2 months. It's my first fragrance I've used up video, and I kind of accumulated a few. And like I told you guys before in the my videos where I've done hauls with Bath and Body Works and Yankee Candle and yada yada yada. You guys remember that from Seinfeld? Anyways, you guys, I've told you guys that this is the season where I tend to burn a lot more because I really absolutely love the scents, the food scents, the cinnamon, the spices, and I just love it. And so I've gone through quite a few candles, and I thought I'd give you guys my review on the particular candles that I burnt. Some were new from this year, and part of my hauls you will see some names that you'll recognize, and some I've already tossed out, so I'll kind of touch on those, and I'll maybe insert a picture of one that I have, or I still have a couple of the well, I'll insert a picture. But anyways, let's get started. That way we can make it as quickly as possible. So the first candle I wanted to talk about was this one. It's the Yankee Candle. I think it was Apple Spice Potpourri. I got this at Ross, I think it was last year, and I still have the last remains of the burn. I'm going to clean them out and either reuse or, you know, recycle the glass. But anyways, I really like this one because it definitely had the potpourri smell, you know, the spices kind of smell, but it had that apple note in it. And what I liked the most about this candle was that, you know, even though it had the apple scent, it didn't have a food smell. So it was just really more of a spicy fragrance kind of scent, and I really enjoyed it. And what I did is I would pair this one with one that I'm going to show you in a minute, and I just really like that marriage of the scents together. Guys, I got this candle, like I said, at Ross, and it was from last year. It was one of those where I hadn't finished burning it, so I wanted to finish it up this year. And so this one is done, and I really enjoyed it. The one that I ended up that's another one we'll talk about in a minute. Thank God it's a tin. But anyways, the one that I ended up marrying it with this one was this candle. And it's from Colonial at home. And I've looked for this fragrance. It's called, well, let's talk about what it is. It's called Autumn Walk. And it's got a promenade, and it doesn't really tell you the notes. That stinks. But anyways, Autumn Walk. It smells like the outside. It smells, there's a bit of mustiness to it. There's a bit of the freshness of the crispness of fall. There's a note of just leaves in general. So guys, it's like taking an autumn walk. It literally is that. And I've looked for this candle. I had bought it last year, and I really like it, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I looked for it online. I think it must have been like a fragrance that they made one time and then they didn't do it again. But when I would burn these two together, I would get that scent of like being outside, but with the nice sense of potpourri and apple crispness, but the freshness and the smell of leaves on this side. It was such a pretty scent. It's such a nice marriage of candles. Typically, I will put a candle in my foyer and one in my family room, and if it's got a good throw and they come together, these two were beautiful together, and I really enjoyed them. And these were candles that I was burning pretty much during the Thanksgiving fall season. And so when these two got done, I then started burning. I'll show you which ones. 1 second, the one that fell. This candle that you guys had seen that I hauled, I think it was from, I hauled this one from Ross, and it was a Charlie Fields pumpkin pie candle. And it's in a tin, like I said, and I burned it with the Bath and Body Works pumpkin spice. Let me see, am I going to get that on? Pumpkin spice. I love this orange White Barn. I think this was White Barn candle. I love the orange glass. But anyways, it was the pumpkin spice. And the notes on this one are toasted toasted pumpkin seed, cinnamon stick, warm clove, and apple wood. And I just to me, again, it wasn't, this is pumpkin pie. So there's a creaminess to this. There's a little bit of vanilla to this one. There's a, just like, you know, cinnamon and clove and nutmeg. You can pick up all those notes in this one. But then this White Barn one, because it has the applewood in it and it had the toasted pumpkin seed, this one brought in a more earthiness. And so when you married these two together, it was pumpkin heaven, and I loved it. So this one was the one I was burning during the Thanksgiving week, actually. And I went through these literally in, like, I don't know, 4 days, because I burnt them the whole time. I wanted my house to smell that yummy the whole time. So that was what I burnt during that season. And then the next 3 are the ones that I have burned. Actually, yeah, there's 3. I burned the fresh balsam. Not fresh balsam. It's also, is this one a White Barn? Bath and Body Works was carrying these, and it was the vanilla balsam. And guys, I love the smell of Christmas trees. I love it. But this year I did not buy a fresh tree. So I really wanted to have that smell in my house. Now, I live in Florida, like I've told you guys, and the trees that we have readily accessible usually are Fraser firs. And the Fraser fir, even though if you walk into a lot with Fraser firs, can you say that 3 times and not stumble? When you walk into a lot, the scent is just beautiful. It's just so, it's just a wonderful scent that they throw. But when you get one alone in your house, it's not enough. It just doesn't have that strong, not so much like a Douglas fir, where I've been in a home where you walk in and the Douglas fir just hits you. Now, I don't know if it's just where I place my Christmas tree that it just doesn't throw the scent into my house. So this really, really helped out. The regular balsam that they sell, I think it's called Fresh Balsam from Bath and Body Works. I like it, but it's a little too strong, and it just, I can only burn it for like maybe a half hour or an hour, and then I need to go turn it off because it's just such a strong candle. Whereas this one, because of the vanilla, it tempered the scent just enough to where I was able to really burn this candle sometimes 3 or 4 hours. And that's when you really get that really good burn in a candle. And I absolutely love, love, love this candle. Can't recommend it enough. I really hope they bring it back, because this is a candle I will definitely repurchase. I only got one this season because I wanted to see if I could truly handle it, and I did. It doesn't have the right lid. I think I flipped the lids, but isn't this, I think it was, this was the lid on it. I can't remember though. There were so many lids that came and went that, you know, I kind of messed them up all along the way. The next one I burnt was one that I had from last year that I hadn't finished, and this one you'll see had quite a bit of soot, and it's the Merry Cookie. Guys, I didn't see Merry Cookie this year at Bath and Body Works. Did you guys see it? Anyways, I finished burning the Merry Cookie, and it's got the notes of pure vanilla, butter, and sugar. It is so very yummy. It tastes like cookie dough, but right now I smell the soot because it was quite sooty, but it had a good throw. But it's one of those candles that I'm kind of worried about, you know, repurchasing, because look how much soot was in there. I don't want that on my walls. So anyways, I liked it. I didn't see it this year. I didn't repurchase it this year. I wasn't really, I had this one to finish burning, so I enjoyed it because I like that kind of scent, but I don't know if I'd repurchase this one. All right, so the next one that I burnt this season was Spice Apple Toddy. Boy, this was so good. This was actually out from Christmas to New Year's, probably, is the one I had out. It just has a scent of, what is it? No notes on it. Warm apple brandy, spiced plum, cranberry, and cinnamon stick. And see, I can so smell the cranberry in this one and the spiced plum, and I love the apple in it. So it was like, you know, when you drink apple cider, and if you ever had cranberry apple cider, that's what this smelled like. I really liked it. It had great throw. It was a clean burn. If you'll look inside the candle, there was no real soot in it or anything. And so it was an even burn, which you guys have already heard me. One of the things I don't really care about from Yankee candles is that they're not a very even burn. And maybe it's the burn me, you know, the it's operator error, but you know, I want my candles to burn all the way down. I don't want them to pull up along the walls. And if I'm making a mistake and somebody has some good advice, please let me know. But this time I only had that one Yankee candle, and that one actually did burn well because, and when I say that Yankee candle, I'm talking about the apple spice potpourri. It burnt well because it had 2 wicks. That's one of the things that I don't really care about them, is that they don't have, typically they have 1 wick in a, you know, a mason jar kind of candle, and that doesn't work real well. You know, but anyways, moving on. Right now I have burning vanilla snowflake, and I have burning I can't remember the other one I have burning, and I absolutely, and then I still have right here I have twisted peppermint, and I also have vanilla Noel burning over there. And so I, you know, I still have some candles that I'll come back and share with you guys in the new year. I thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do come back and visit. We'd love to have you. No, who's we? It's me. Actually, this year I had talked to my daughter because I was hoping that she'll come on and do some videos with me, especially when we're doing videos regarding, you know, makeup and stuff, because that way she can give her perspective as an 18-year-old versus me who's 47. So anyways, guys, I'd love you guys to come back and visit. Thank you for watching my video. And if you haven't yet and you're interested, please hit the subscribe button. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.